I have met Salesforce professionals who are earning 40,000 a year, and I have also met Salesforce professionals who are earning 300,000 a year. Same platform, same certifications on paper, completely different financial realities. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why that gap exists, what the real salary numbers look like at every level in 2026, and most importantly, what you need to do right now to make sure you end up on the right side of that gap. My name is Deepika. I have spent over 10 years in the Salesforce ecosystem. I have trained thousands of students around the world, and I have watched careers stall and careers skyrocket, and I know exactly what separates the two. Let me show you. When I first started learning about Salesforce salaries, I was completely confused. Every website gave me different numbers. One article said admins make $60,000 a year, another said 120,000. A recruiter told me one thing, a hiring manager told me something completely different. And nobody was explaining why the gap was so enormous. I just assumed it was either luck or location or something out of my control. It was not. And once I understood the real reason, everything changed for me from that day. So let me save you the years of confusion I went through and give you the clearest picture of Salesforce salaries you will find in 2026. Let me start with the actual data because I know that is what you came here for. For Salesforce administrators in the United States right now, the 25th percentile, meaning the lower end of the market, is sitting around 75,000 per year. The 75th percentile, the upper end, is around 119,000 a year. So if someone tells you admins only make 60,000 or that all admins make six figures, both of those statements are misleading. The truth is in the middle, and it depends enormously on what I'm about to tell you. For Salesforce developers, the average annual salary right now is approximately 129K, with top earners reaching 170K and above. If you are a senior developer with strong Apex and Lightning Web Component skills plus integration experience, you are in a genuinely strong position in this market. For Salesforce architects, and this is where the numbers get serious, senior architects at top tier firms are seeing compensation up to 300,000. Technical architect, which is the highest credential in the entire Salesforce ecosystem, typically range from 140K to 200K and beyond, depending on the organization and the complexity of what they are managing. Now, here's the question you should be asking. What determines where someone lands within those ranges? Because the difference between 75,000 and 120,000 as an admin is not random. There is a very specific reason, and it is the single most important insight in this entire video. The era of the generalist Salesforce admin commanding top dollar is over. In 2026, the market has gotten very specific about what it rewards and what it does not. Here is what I mean. A Salesforce admin who can do a little bit of everything, manage users, build basic flows, update page layouts, is valuable, but they are also replaceable, and the market prices replaceable talent accordingly. But a Salesforce professional who has deep expertise in one specific high demand area, that person has genuine leverage. And right now, there are three specializations that are commanding what I call the specialization premium. First is Agentforce AI specialist. If you have hands-on production experience configuring Salesforce AI agents and working with Prompt Builder, you are looking at a $15,000 to $25,000 premium over a standard role at the same level. That is a life-changing salary difference for knowing one additional skill set that most people are still ignoring. Second is data cloud professionals. As companies push harder on data-driven strategy, the professionals who understand how to connect, unify, and activate data inside Salesforce are in extraordinary demand. Mid to senior data cloud roles are ranging from 135K to 170K, and the talent pool for this skill is still remarkably thin, which means the window to stand out is wide open right now. Third is architects across all specialization. The supply of qualified architects simply cannot keep up with the demand. Companies are building increasingly complex Salesforce environments, and they need people who can design solutions that scale. If you are an architect on an architect track, you are building towards one of the most financially rewarding careers in all of enterprise technology. But here is what surprises most people when they hear this. The specialization premium is not just about knowing a skill, it is about something much more specific, and that is what I want to address next. Let me be completely honest with you about certifications and salary because there is a lot of misleading information out there. Yes, data consistently shows that certification holders earn more than non-certification holders in the Salesforce ecosystem. That is real, and certifications absolutely matter. But here is what the data does not tell you. you. A certification is a signal, it is not a guarantee. And in 2026, the market has gotten very good at telling the difference between someone who earned a certification by understanding the material deeply versus someone who passed an exam by memorizing practice questions. High-tier certifications like Platform Developer 2 or the Certified Technical Architect act as powerful signals to recruiters and hiring managers. They open doors, they get your resume to the top of the pile, but they do not automatically trigger a raise or a promotion without production results to back them up. Is the most valuable thing I can tell you about certifications and salary in 2026. The certifications that are paying the highest premium right now are the newest ones, specifically the AI Specialist certification, Data Cloud Consultant credentials, because the talent pool for these certifications is still small. When supply is low and demand is high, that is where the salary leverage lives. The professionals who own these certifications in the next 12 months are going to have a significant advantage over the ones who wait until these credentials become common. There is one more factor which affects the salaries in 2026 that almost nobody is talking about openly, and it might affect you directly. This is the one that I know is going to generate some strong opinions, but the data is clear and I would rather you hear it from me than get surprised by it. In 2026, there is a measurable financial trade-off happening with remote work in the Salesforce ecosystem, and it is showing up in salary data in two ways. First, fully remote professionals are significantly more likely to see their pay stay flat or actually decrease compared to office-based workers. The data shows that remote workers were roughly twice as likely to experience a pay reduction compared to their in-office counterparts. This does not mean remote work is bad. It means you need to factor this into your career calculations. Second, the era of companies paying San Francisco salaries to employees living in low-cost areas is largely over. Most companies have shifted toward local market rate compensation. So if you are remote and living in a lower cost city, your salary ceiling may be lower than it would be if you were in a major tech hub like San Francisco, regardless of your skill level. What does this mean practically? It means if you are fully remote and you have not had a meaningful salary conversation with your employer recently, that conversation is worth having. And it means that in office or hybrid roles in major markets may offer higher compensation ceilings than fully remote roles at the same level. Knowing this going in gives you negotiating power that most people do not have. Here is exactly what you should take away from everything I just shared. If you are at the entry level right now, understand that an admin certification alone is not enough to stand out in 2026. You need a differentiator. That could be industry-specific knowledge, a portfolio of real projects. It could be an AI certification that the other 200 applicants do not have. Pick one and go deep on it. If you are mid-level and feeling stuck, look hard at whether you are a generalist who needs to specialize. Identify one high demand area, Agentforce, Data Cloud, Revenue Cloud, Health Cloud, and commit to building genuine expertise there. That specialization is worth more than another general certification. If you are experienced and aiming for the top, the architect track combined with an AI and data cloud knowledge is where the real financial ceiling lives in this ecosystem right now. The demand is there, the compensation is there. The question is whether you are willing to invest in the long game to get there. Salary in Salesforce is not random. It is not luck. It is directly tied to the specificity and relevance of your skills. The proof you can show of real results and your ability to position yourself as someone who creates business value, not just someone who knows how to use a tool. The market is selective in 2026, but selective markets reward the prepared. And you now know exactly what to prepare for. If you are ready to build that skills that actually command the salaries I just talked about, I have put together complete structured courses on my website, my tutorial rack, covering everything from admin fundamentals all the way to advanced certifications prep with real hands-on practice built in. The link for the courses is right there in the description. Go check it out. And if you want to have a real conversation about where you are in your career right now and where you want to be and exactly what steps to take to close that gap, I also offer one-on-one career consultations, and I would love to help you build your personal roadmap. The booking link is in the description of the video as well. Spots are limited. Do not wait on it. Go take action, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.